What is up, YouTube? This is the Mermail Master coming at you guys from the Team Time Riders YouTube channel. And welcome, one and all, to the town of Transylvania. Population, Earl. Why is that?
I have the Edward Cullen deck here.
Ho ho. He has eaten every other person in this town, and now the population is only him. What do we got?
So we start off with a 3 Shadow Vampire. Something I'm sure you're familiar with that secret rare deck of yours.
Oh yes, absolutely. Amazing card.
Yep.
If you have first ed, secret rare, Vampire Lord, hit me up. I'll be your friend.
Alright, and then we have the Vampire Duke.
Ooh, so this is the first time I've seen 3 Vampire Dukes being run in a deck. What does he do, and why is he at 3?
So, one of his effects is that when you normal summon him, you summon a vampire from your graveyard in defense mode. His other effect is that when he's summoned, special summoned by any ways, you declare monster spell trap. Your opponent has to mill a card of their choice from their deck of what you chose. And then you can only use him for a Dark Xyz monster. And this just plays that require him to be a 3 because you want to see him. Then we've got Vampire Sorcerer.
Alright, and what's, for those who don't know, what is his special?
So he has 2 effects. The first one is that when he is destroyed by the opponent, you get to add a vampire monster or a spell trap from your deck to your hand. And then when he's in the graveyard, you can banish him to allow you to summon your vampires without a tribute for that turn.
Nice.
I'm also playing 2 Vampire Dragon.
Oh.
I don't really use him for his effect. I just use him because he's the strongest thing that Shadow can summon from the deck. And that is sometimes relevant because with the Vampire Fail spell, he becomes 29. That's enough to get over Dynamite. But not Masterpiece, sadly.
Yeah, Masterpiece is way too strong for its own good.
He's limited in Japan for a reason.
Yeah, he better get limited here.
He will. Alright, I'm also playing 3 Unizombie. He functions a couple of different ways. First is that he's a level 3 tuner, but he has that level modulation effect, which allows him to actually become level 5 to make rank 5s with. And that's actually part of the combos with Vampire Duke.
Oh, interesting.
I'm also playing 2 of the old Pyramid Turtle.
An oldie but a goodie.
Yep. Vampires having more than 0 defense? What are the odds? Then we've got the Horseman himself, Mizuki.
Yep.
This card can't go wrong with it.
Of the Apocalypse.
And then a couple of ideas I'm going with is...
do explain.
Yep, so Shirinu Spectral Sword, he's a level 2 zombie tuner, but he lets you banish himself and another zombie from your graveyard to basically cheat out zombie-type synchros. There are a few zombie synchros that do require Plague Spreader, like the Revived King Hades and the Archfiend Zombie Skull. This lets you get around that. Because it's not a synchro summon, it's a special summon. So it helps you get those out without having to play the Plague Spreader, and it also works in tandem with the Solitaires that I'm also playing.
Beautiful. The 1 card Omega, or the 1 card level 8 synchro.
Yep. And I'm glad I got my Solitaires back when they were 5s, because they're like 10s or 12s now.
It's an expensive card. I'm hoping it gets reprinted, but you know, no guarantee on whether or not, as we've learned, no guarantee on what Konami wants to include in the Megatins each year.
Right, exactly. I mean, we expected Monolith last year or 2 years ago. Look at that. It never happened.
Yeah, we only just recently got Monolith, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Moving on to spells, we have the Vampire Field spell. So, despite it being a vampire card, it actually works with all zombies. It gives them 500 attack during damage calculation. And once per turn, when a card is sent from your opponent's deck to the graveyard, you get to send a vampire from your deck to the graveyard, or your hand to the graveyard, and pop a card.
Nice.
So that also works in tandem with things like Vampire Duke. I'm also playing 2 Book of Life because it's zombie revival. It triggers Duke and it helps get some certain plays going. Foolish because you gotta bury your zombies.
Yep.
Dark Hole because it's Dark Hole.
And two McZoom.
Call the Mummy.
Oh.
Just easily get vampires out of the hand. Again, it'll trigger Duke. And then I'm also playing one Dragon's Mirror.
For what's its
Dragon Necro, yeah.
Dragon Necro, the Nether Soul Dragon.
Yep.
Broken.
Moving on to traps, I have 2 Vampire Takeover. So if I have at least a zombie on the field, I can activate the Vampire Kingdom Destroy from my deck. And from there, I'm able to summon a vampire from my graveyard. So again, triggers Duke. Got a Torrential and Solemn Warning because they're in there. Then I'm also playing Deck Heavy and Eradicator. Since I play a bunch of Dark with 2000, Eradicator's for a card from in the extra deck that works pretty well with it, and it can kind of work in my favor.
You thought about Full Force Virus yet?
I would, but these guys really don't have a whole lot of defense.
Uh-huh.
Because, I mean, 0 defense needs 2,000 more for full force. So, I mean, you can't really use it.
Very true.
All right, moving on to the extra deck. Like I said, Shadow and Duke can only go into Dark Exceeds, so I've got Adrius for that.
Yeah.
But then we've got the Vampire Exceed.
Crimson Knight Vampire Bram.
So this is one of the main cornerstones of the deck. The main combo is you get Unizombie out, you pitch Mizuki, you pitch Duke. Mizuki revives Duke, and then you make this. You take the monster that you send with Duke by detaching, and if they kill it, it comes back. You Eradicator next turn and hit their spells or traps.
Nice.
And then another Dark Exceeds, Shock Fortress. And of course, I am playing the Gaia Dragon because sometimes you need that to use the revived.
The piercing damage.
Right, and the revive, and it's easy to make summon out with the revived Bram.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep. And then, as we established, I am playing the Nether Soul Dragon. He's a fusion of any 2 zombies, so and he is a dragon monster, so Dragon's Mirror is perfect for that. And he doesn't destroy monsters; he destroys their souls. Then those souls become your monsters as tokens, while it just drains the opponent's monsters of their attack.
Wow.
Very underrated card.
Yeah. If zombies become more popular, I bet you like Dragon's Mirror could be like a serious tech. Like
Hundreds!
Vandreds!
Alright, I am playing the Shiranui Sun Saga, along with Shogun and Samurai, just because I can make them easily with the Shiranui cards, and you basically ladder up to them. Fun fact, you can make Unizombie level 5 and make this hard with him and Vampire, since it equates to 10. I am playing a Crystal Wing because if I can make Samurai Saga with Spectral Sword, it makes him pretty easily. Alternatively, I do have Clear Wing because level 2 tuners, level 5 monsters, gotta have the level 7s like Boom Rose.
Boom Rose.
And then, as I said before, Hades and Zombie Skull, just to cheat them out. Hades, he's basically a zombie version of Hades. And Zombie Skull, he protects all your zombies from being destroyed by card effects. Thank God he got reprinted in Duelist Saga.
Oh my goodness. I think
Life's Revenge.
Wasn't he like $20 for a time?
Yeah, because his only print was in Ancient Prophecy.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to have one, and I felt really bad about letting it go for a while. But yeah, crazy.
Yeah, very, very needed reprint for Life's Revenge.
Yeah. That set had so many amazing reprints in it.
I agree. It had a lot of amazing cards in it too.
Yeah.
Like the new cards.
Uh-huh.
As we established, Giant Rex, Zaphion, Camion. all the other stuff. Minerva, great print.
But yeah, that's huge. Like, it could go down as probably one of the best sets. Like,
Oh, easily. I mean, as I said before, I bought one box. I pulled, like I said, playset of Omega. I pulled like all but 2 secrets and all but 1 ultra in one box.
insane. But yeah, so that was the Welcome to Transylvania vampire deck of Earl. Any shout outs you want to give?
No.
No shout outs, guys. You heard it here first. But thank you very much for the deck profile. Very, very amazing and powerful deck profile. You guys should try and build this. If you guys like the video, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys next time. This has been the Mermail Master with the Team Time Riders YouTube channel and Earl once more. And we're signing out. Catch you guys next time. Peace.